There's so many things we need to talk about. I'm not sure I can remember any of them, though. What are they? What are the things? What are the things that I wanted to say? I know that I was gonna say something positive about, hey, so maybe you're in a slump. This is my experience. Maybe you get up every day and maybe you start cleaning and sorting things, and then by the time you're done doing that, it's dinner time, so then you start making something to eat, and then by the time you've made and eaten the food, it's time for bed. And then you don't make any videos, you don't sell anything on eBay. I don't know. I don't know where the hours go. I know that I enjoy sorting things. I said this before. I love my stuff. That's why I love cleaning. I love appreciating it. Caught my hair. You can't even leave a comment down below if you think this is fun. I mean, as long as you can hear me, do you really care what the picture quality is? I kind of like old school video recording anyway, so I think it's authentic. I'll try not to shake the camera very much. People get vertigo when I walk around and move too much. Yeah, I guess my bathroom mirror. I love how I look in my bathroom mirror. I think I look great, fine, perfectly fine. When I catch my glimpse in outdoors mirrors, it's not a pleasant thing for me, not at all. Here, I guess the sliding, even though, everyone's worried about me getting so thin, but look, I look really plump. I don't know if it's the way that my hair is. I don't know. Maybe I am getting plump. I've been only eating carbohydrates. Apparently I'm totally vegan now. I'm not, I guess I wouldn't call myself vegan because I don't believe in terms. I don't believe in, I don't eat meat. But, there's microorganisms. This is why I call vegans hypocrites, because you and this is I've talked about this, of course, before. Tiny parasites. Where do you draw the line? Microorganisms. Where do you draw the line of what is an animal? Where do you draw the line of what animal has more value than another animal? There's things living on your food that you eat. And so sometimes we don't even know what the ingredients are in the food we eat. I mean, this new diet, which I think is good for me, it's all whole food. So it's just potatoes and vegetables and lots of peanut butter. Even though I finally ran out of peanut butter, I have a coupon that ends tomorrow, and I should probably take advantage because I can make $30 if I do the right spending. So I probably should stock up on things that I like to eat, even though I'll just eat the peanut butter by the jar. I don't think. Yeah, I see ab definition, so I can't be getting too plump. I don't know what's going on. I'm not killing any animals though, so any animals that I'm more disgusted by the conditions that animals, or in the fact that you raise an animal to kill it. That also is, yeah, I'm against that. And yeah, the conditions are disgusting, and it's just breeding bacteria, and apparently it's not good. I don't know if I believe it's not good for the environment, but I also believe that for the most part we should be just eating plants and animals, and I can't wait to eat berries in the summertime. Seasonal. That's why just potatoes seem to be the right thing to do anyway, because what else would you eat in the wintertime? However, there are people who just live off of seal blubber. How long have I been talking? Way too long. Okay, what's something else? I've been watching, what's that new HBO kid show, Euphoria? It's good. It's good in a Tarantino kind of way, sometimes. The last few episodes are really bad. I'm kind of a connoisseur of teen dramas. Degrassi, I've always been, I don't know if I can say I'm the number one fan, but I was once totally the biggest fan of all. Now there's some super fans out there that are crazy. But I have memorabilia that no one has, and yeah, I've got some. Anyway, Degrassi never jumped the shark, and I think it's because of the rotating cast and kind of how they did it, even in the New Year's. But something that something that I noticed in, like, let's get back to Euphoria because that's what we're talking about. Boomer reacts to Euphoria. That's what I should name this video. It's good. I guess they have older people playing teenagers because there's all this nudity in it and actual sex and stuff going on. Well, I'm sure it's not actual sexual activity. I think, yeah, it's a very HBO thing to do. But the first season, and this is what teen dramas seem to do, and the newer Degrassis would do this too. They would make the kids act more like adults. And I see this in the show. Kids don't actually act this way. Even if a child is really mature, they still are children and they act like children. However, there's something that I've been thinking a lot about, and this is super controversial, is we don't give kids enough credit, and we're supposed to be progressive in everything, and we say that kids grow up faster. But if we really think about it, if we go back to, before we became so progressive, and yeah, what is this age of consent is, I don't know, depends where you live, but 16 to 21, or I don't know, to 18, or older men and younger girls. And oh yeah, that's, I guess, why I'm thinking about this stuff, is because the young girls are attractive, and because they're teenagers, but they're also, am I not supposed to think they're attractive? Now, does that make me bad? No, because they're actually grown women. It's a slippery slope, right? Also, it also reminds me of when I was doing romance novels. There would be me, a 40-something-year-old man, paired off with a 17-year-old girl, and then I think about before we became so progressive and had all of these rules, children were 14-year-olds were getting married. People were getting, or at least in the 50s and up into the 70s, people were being engaged in high school. They would get married right out of high school, or And before that, before there was this, pioneers and 14-year-old kids were getting married and they were running farms and they were more mature than they are. Are we being too protective of our children? I really wish I could have grandchildren right now if I have cousins. I have cousins who are younger than I am that have great grandchildren. So I wish I had kids when I was before 20 or 20. Was I mature enough? I'd have to say that pioneer children, they were mature enough. So why aren't they now, when we think with all of these TV shows where these kids are supposed to be so aware of what's going on in society, and why are they so immature now, even though they're subjected to so much more? Shouldn't they? It's confusing. I think kids are being babied now, and a lot of that has to do with us being overly political correct. And I don't know. Leave your comments down below. Is society better off this way? Are we being too safe for our children? Are we coddling them? Is that the right word? Are we? Yeah. I think we're babying our children. They have to grow up. I might say this because I wasn't babied. I had to grow up really young. So maybe that's why. Look at me, talk about regressing into childhood.